Listen, right? So I was just sitting here listening to this Rock'n Reg. I'm sitting here listening to this Rock'n Reg story. Watch that for me. Yeah. So look, I was listening to this Rock'n Reg story with Terrence Gangsta Williams. Now, for those who don't know who Rock'n Reg was a notorious hitman from the group called Best of Friends. They was taking hits back then. You know what I'm saying? And so I stumbled across these guys from Detroit. They got a podcast or whatever. And I heard this guy. That's another story, though. I heard this guy talking, I said about something about Terrence Gangsta Williams and Rock'n Reg. And I'm like, damn, Detroit Rock'n Reg. So I looked it up. Yeah. So 6 months ago, Gangsta Williams had did an interview with Rock'n Reg over the phone, right? So I listened to it. And I really don't think, Gangsta don't really know who he talking to. Like, this nigga was, like, they was notorious, my dog. And that's why I say to the youth, like, he's speaking to the youth. Like, you know what's crazy, though? Like, he said on the interview, he like, man, I never thought that I'd be here. Now, you would think, like, nigga, many people as you done killed or have killed. Then what you mean you didn't think that you would be there? How the fuck can you say you never thought that you would be there? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think people really be thinking what they be saying, but I understand what he meant. See, most people would think like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people would think, like, man, how the fuck don't you think that you would be there? But that's how kids think, though. See, man, listen, people be in the game and they think it's a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? All while he was doing that shit, that's how you know people mental not all the way there. You really didn't even know the consequences of your acts then. Like, it was just some shit that, you know what I'm saying? You led by the wrong people and you doing this shit, and you didn't understand that the consequences was great as they would be. You know, so now he been in there for 35 years. Now, you know, man, I'm a true believer in second chances. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, if all his shit that he done was in the streets, I'll let it stay in the streets, because both sides was playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So shit, that's what it was. Now, and then I also believe that, man, you know, during life, you turn into 2 or 3 different people. You got yourself as a young kid, playing, running, innocent. Then you can become a teenager. You a whole different person. Then you become a grown man, right? Then you grown, you pretty much that person. But then when you get in your late 30s, 40s, and 50s, you change. Then when you get to be 60, 70, you know what I'm saying? People, listen, man, when you just look at pictures of a person about 70 or 80 years old and it's going to look like totally different people, and they are. So I'm just saying, this because a person make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And then you could tell that he learned from that shit. 35 years is a long time. And then I know what people saying, you know, he took a life, a life for a life. But look, but the same people that say that type of shit be the same people going to church every month, praising Jesus. You know, how can you say on one hand he should be held to the cross for something he did when you go to church every Sunday to be forgiven for your sins? Now, suppose God looked at something you did that's in your closet that he don't want to forgive you for. So if you want God to forgive you, why can't you forgive? You know what I'm saying? Now, some people sick-minded. You know, some people, got a sickness that like this shit was so heinous that there's no rehabilitating this person. But some shit like he did, he was just a kid. He was trying to hold up an image back then. He was raised by the wrong people. You got to look in consideration to all that. His youth is gone now. This nigga never going to prison. But one thing about him, he was a stand-up guy. He could have took a lot of people with him, right? Stand-up guy. He went in there, he did his motherfucking time, which most killers don't. Anytime a motherfucker can get out of jail for solving some murders or something, believe me, he would have been out. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying about the whole conversation, what I got. He trying to reach out, and he's telling the kids, like, see, but kids not going to understand. See, when you do, that's why if I ever get a chance, and I always thought about doing, look, a couple interviews from Detroit that I wanted to always do. That was Rock'n Reg, of course, Kurt McGirt, the Curry Boys. I got that one pretty much. I got a lead on it. on a Curry boy. So I got, you know what I'm saying, my man, that's his main man. So I might can pull that one through, but I'm damn sure I won't Rock'n Reg, I won't Kurt McGirt. I got some of the Pony boys that I know, you know what I'm saying, pretty good, that they done did like 30-some years. I want to talk to them. But I know a lot. Like I said, listen, bro, I'm going to have a bad motherfucker, dog, but I got to get a jump on it because I want to do it before everybody else. But that's the hit. Oh, and I want to do one with Street Lord Wine. I always want to do one with Street Lord Wine. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Mo Green, couple people that's from the city. But look, anyway, that's here nor there. But see, what Rock'n Reg don't understand, that most of these kids, when they hear about them, they looking at them, they want to look up to that killer shit. You know, the same thing how they look at Gangsta. They don't want to hear shit. You know how many kids, when I talk to kids sometimes, you know what I'm saying, and they, first thing out their mouth, they want to know is some ignorant shit. How much dope you done sold, how many people you done shot. You know, that's the first thing come out damn there, young motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes your reputation, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it go bigger than what you are. You know what I'm saying? So if a person heard about you and the kid want to talk to you, they want to know about the shit that you known for. And they glamorize that shit. And that's the thing. A kid right now looking at Rock'n Reg, they'll be like, dog, you're a killer. So everybody want to hear the murder stories, right? Everybody want to hear, you know, what it was like, how you was getting money. And, you know, it's interesting. But at the same time, bro, that's not what's up. Listen to me. See, everybody, look, like it's like watching a movie, right? When you watch movies, say you watch Scarface, all the movies. I don't give a fuck how bad the end was. For some reason, people still want to be that character in that movie. No matter how much time he got at the end, no matter how many times they get killed, for some reason, they don't think that it happened to them. But the ending always going to be the same. No matter how many times you watch Scarface, the ending not going to change. And that's what I'm telling to the kids with this Rock'n Reg shit. You know what I'm saying? He in jail, in prison, the worst place besides hell. So you really, motherfuckers really don't know. You cannot fathom that's hell. It's like you living inside a casket. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nigga, there's no pussy there. There's no nothing there. You can't go get a fucking McDonald's hamburger, dog. See, they showing all this bullshit on the internet, and they, you know what I'm saying? They showing motherfuckers eating steaks and shit in prison. They glamorizing that bull. Nigga, if I want to be able to go get the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't, look, dog, ain't no pussy in that motherfucker. That's enough for me to be like, shit, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying, nigga? That shit is hell, man. So you got to really fathom being away from your family, your loved ones, your brothers, sisters, mama, daddy, aunties, your cousins, you know what I'm saying? That's over with, dog. Bro, you not the motherfuckers you love the most. Then they hurting because you in prison. They got to scuffle to take care of you in prison because they got to send you money and worry about it, you getting hurt in prison, man. It's a lot that go with this shit, dog. Don't nobody see, they glamorize this bullshit. And so, like I'm telling you, if I ever did an interview with him, it'd be too, okay, I'm never fuck all that, man. You better tell these motherfuckers, how is it like in prison? If you could change and do it again, how would it be? You know, most motherfuckers will be on there like, yeah, I heard you did the hit on such and such. I heard you, man, come on, man. Listen, we know all about the Rock'n Reg stories. But, nigga, how can we change that? How can we change a person's way of thinking now? Because it's bound to happen. It's only two places you going when you live that type of life. That's jail or hell, my dog. You going to hit that casket for sure. There's no way around it. And, you know, motherfuckers talk all that shit. And like I say, 99.9% of these motherfuckers that talk all that, I thought I was going to die when I was 18. I didn't expect to live. You a motherfucking, get the fuck out of here, man. Them lies. You mean. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, who the fuck don't want to live? I don't understand it. But it is some people out here who don't give a fuck. It is people out here who just, like, fuck it. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But, to the youth, man, like I tell you, you know, to anybody, not just the youth, because it's, see, that's the problem. Sometimes we focus too much on the youth, right? We not focusing on the 30, 40, and 50-year-olds. Because, listen, these are the people that's pretty much teaching the youth. And these motherfuckers are ignorant. Like, motherfuckers who grew up in my time, man, they fucked up. Like, we actually let the youth under us, we let them down. Motherfuckers in their 40s, 50s, late 30s, we let the youth, we let them down. We did, man. There was nobody to really say, hey, to lead these kids. And there's too many kids out here running around without fucking daddies, man, in the house. And that's the problem. And then you got, it's a whole thing. Like, who do you fault for that? You know, everybody want to fuck the man because of that. And I know a lot of women going to hate what I'm saying, but it's all respect. I'm just being honest. It's not to be disrespectful. I'm being truthful. If the women, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Listen, if you want to be out here fucking and sucking and all that shit, at least protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be on birth control or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga can't get pregnant. And dog, y'all see, a lot of these women watch these videos now and they want to pop pussy and fuck niggas. Real talk. They want to do all these things these hoes rapping about, but these hoes ain't even doing that shit. They want to talk about setting niggas up, doing dope, sucking dick, swallowing cum. That's all you hear on the fucking thing. So when, bitch, you go do that to a nigga and fuck around and get pregnant, this nigga don't want no parts of you because you a fucking whore. They like, bitch, this not, you listen to this rapper, it was cool and fun, but bitch, I don't want to have no kid by you. And that's what be happening. I told you, if a woman get to know a motherfucker better, a nigga less likely to walk out a kid's life. Even if you have any type of cool relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? Just something, you know what I'm saying? But if you just jump off or something, and that's what be happening. And a lot of these motherfucking kids mad at a nigga that don't even exist. They mad at a nigga that they mama don't even know who he mad at. You know what I'm saying? It's a make-believe nigga. That's your daddy. I met him here. She don't even know who the fuck the daddy is. You know what I'm saying? Or she pointing out a nigga that's his daddy. Now he mad at this man. Come to find out this man not even his motherfucking daddy. It's so much of that shit. And all that shit come from whoring around. It's cool to have fun. That's what you want to do. But goddamn. And then back to, like I said, it don't just go for the women, it go to the men too. I'm not just on the women, all respect, but to the young dudes that's running around here. Listen to these fucking rappers talking about shooting, drug dealing, and all this shit. These niggas ain't selling nothing. They ain't using none of the drugs that they saying they using. They rapping about the shit, and you are getting them rich. You buying and watching these fake motherfuckers is making them rich. So all them cars you see, all that shit that he rapping about selling dope, is a lie, nigga. You bought the car for him. You know what I'm saying? You bought that jewelry around his neck for him because you follow him. You look at this fraudulent shit. And you know what I'm saying? But see, that's why we got to start putting more real life shit into our videos. We got to start showing, look, man, you can have fun. You can get money and do all this shit. It ain't lame to work. It ain't lame to own your own business. That's real shit. Fuck you mean it's lame to be a bum? That's bum shit. See, we glamorize negativity for so long. You know what I'm saying? We did. For real, man. Like, everything good is bad, bad is good. It's like, if a motherfucker go to college and get an education, he's a lame. Oh, look at this lame up. Even the bitches don't want to fuck with him. He could be a multi-millionaire and still bitches will be dogging him because he don't sell dope and all this shit. But these bum-ass niggas, that's why the world's so fucked up now. That's why half these hoes got deadbeat daddies, baby daddies. Because, nigga, y'all looking at this shit. This nigga a fucking scammer or a bum-ass nigga that hit a lick. You get with him. Soon as you get pregnant, next thing, nigga ain't balled for a year. This nigga ain't had money for a whole year. You met him to have a baby. Now this nigga done fell off. He ain't a real hustler. So now he's sleeping on your fucking, living with you somewhere where you paying fucking rent at. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit be going. You know what I'm saying? This nigga sitting on your fucking couch, feet stinking and shit. You know what I'm saying? But this balling ass so-called nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or he immediately got caught up and went to jail. Now you left with 2 kids taking care of everything. It just don't make no fucking sense, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, all I'm saying is take your time when you dating. I ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying? See, and a lot of people, a lot of young males out here selling dope and doing this shit, not because of necessity. They doing this shit. They actually come from good homes and good shit. And they actually doing this shit because it's the end thing to do. Like I told you, man, 99.9% of all these young niggas that's out here doing these fucking shootings and doing all this bullshit, they not really cut from that. There's no reason for that. They doing that shit because they're rapping shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers rapping about it, they think it's cool. They think it's cool to be violent and to kill each other and all this shit. But it ain't, dog. Ain't nothing cool about going to fucking prison. So we got to do something. Because you know what I'm saying? Kids, like I say, kids don't want to hear that shit. If Rock'n Reg come out right now, he get to talking some positive shit and not about that bullshit, he ain't going to make it. He ain't going to make it. I'm telling you, he when he start doing his podcast, he come out or he do whatever he going to do when he get out, all they going to want to hear is how many people you killed. What was your thing with White Boy Rick? When all these niggas right now in their 50s, right? Damn, they're 60 years old. White Boy Rick, Curry Boys, Rock'n Reg. Now listen, what'll be the shit is of all them niggas, when Rock'n Reg get out, all them niggas put that bullshit behind them. If they can shake hands, my nigga, that'll be the biggest shit ever. Like, they old now. Like, this all shit we did as a teenagers. We both was lost. You know what I'm saying? All of us was fucked up out here. We was doing shit that we didn't know no better. But now we grown. Let's show the youth, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now that'd be a good look for the city. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they can never make that happen, but real talk, that would be, sometimes that's what you gotta do to make it, my dog. And it'll be a lot of money in that shit for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hope Rock'n Reg get another chance, man. You know what I'm saying? I know he hurt a lot of people, man, but like I say, man, if you believe in the Bible and you believe in Jesus, bro, you know, everybody deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? And from the way he talking, I doubt if he ever go back to that place. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he was sick and was a serial killer. It was just a fad to do that, you know, because when he said he never thought he'd be there, I knew something was wrong. That comment alone let you know that shit, he really didn't know what the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, you thought you was going to walk around putting hits on niggas and be free? Like nothing was going to happen to you? Like, what did you think, you know? But, that was a good one. I like watching that, man. And I appreciate y'all. You know, like I said, make sure you like this, hit the like, subscribe, and make sure you share this shit. Traptalk Blue.